Hey WCHS, I'm Calzon.
I'm Sarah Pockert. Welcome to the 10th episode of Wctv this season.
Today we have a spotlight on a Northeast Hamilton student and stories on the Jazz Festival and a touching Christmas list.
We'll be back in a few. Most students in the high school are involved in a sport or extracurricular activity.
In Iowa, 147,156 students participate in at least one sport. Basketball is the most popular with 20,000 athletes.
Bowling, swimming and diving, and tennis are some of the least participated in Iowa.
There are a lot of benefits to being in sports. Generally speaking, athletes are gone from school in less than non-athletes and, on average, have higher self-esteem.
Athletics improve and build bones, muscles, and joints. They help prevent high blood pressure and reduce anxiety.
Sports aren't the only extracurricular you can be involved in. You can also be a part of music programs and academic clubs.
Values of teamwork, competition, and a sense of culture are among the list of things that you can get out of being in any sort of extracurricular activities.
And being involved in high school really stands out in college applications.
Here's a student spotlight showcasing one busy student.
I'm Stephen Chamness, and I'm a senior at Northeast Hamilton. I'm involved in basketball, track, baseball, FFA, student council, play, and large group and individual speech. I get up, do chores, and if I have homework, I'll get up even earlier and do homework. Then I go to school, have sports after school, and then when I come home, I'll go outside and we'll do chores, and then after chores I come in and I'll work on homework.
Music is a big part of life today. With the creation of the iPod, music downloads have skyrocketed.
Dating back to 2001, over 300 million iPods have been sold worldwide.
The most popular genre of music being downloaded on these devices are pop, with rock and R&B coming in close behind.
One music genre that sometimes gets overlooked is jazz. Jazz originated in southern United States in the beginning of the 20th century.
Jazz is soulful and bases off of improvisation and swinging.
Popular jazz artists are Frank Sinatra, Ray Charles, and Norah Jones.
An extracurricular activity that deals with music and has a group dedicated to playing jazz music is band.
This past Saturday, WCHS held a jazz festival featuring local schools and our own jazz band.
Prizes were awarded to the bands that performed best, and Nathan Nearing got the information on how the bands fared.
Hip-hop, rock, R&B, pop, electronic, country, blues, and jazz. With all the genres of music on the scenes, it's easy to forget about the impact of jazz and all it's done for music in the past 140 years.
I've been conducting jazz bands for about 30 years. I've been here at Webster City. This is my 18th year. We rehearse 3 mornings a week at 7 o'clock in the morning to 7:45. We learn working all the different styles of jazz band, the swing, the Latin. But it all boils down to the bass player, how the bass player keep the band together. He's kind of the heartbeat of the band. And that's
One of the most important instruments is the J-bass, or it is more commonly called the jazz bass. But who plays it?
I've been playing the bass for about a year. I feel a little bit of pressure because Mr. Side says the most part of the band, and I prepare by just making sure I know all my music and everything.
Louis Armstrong, Miles Davis, and Dizzy Gillespie are all famous jazz trumpet players. So who is your favorite trumpet player?
My favorite trumpet player would have to be Louis Armstrong, just because at the time he was one of the major trumpet players and just a professional jazz player.
The jazz band competed in the All-State Jazz Festival here at Webster City. This has been Nathan Nearing reporting for WCTV.
Numbers of kids participating in band have been on the rise since 2004.
Studies have shown that being able to read music helps with other tasks like discipline and the ability to solve problems.
After Hurricane Sandy tore apart the East Coast, problems were everywhere, and the way to solve them was not going to be easy.
At least 110 people lost their lives to the hurricane, including an elderly couple that drowned in their car near Staten Island.
72,000 homes were damaged in New Jersey alone, and a good portion of them are set for mandatory demolition.
Most people's things are stuck in their houses and will be destroyed when their home is. They will need to start completely over.
Hurricane Sandy has cost the New York area around $42 billion.
Many families are staying in shelters and depending on donated necessities provided by hurricane relief groups.
With a tragedy so far away, it may seem like we can't do anything to help.
A local 8-year-old with a lot of motivation and compassion is trying to make a big difference with her Christmas list.
Seth Crofthamel got the story on Delaney Capriva's efforts to help victims of Hurricane Sandy.
I got the idea how my dad was looking at, on his laptop at pictures, and he said, "Bug, come here." And I saw all the pictures, and it really made me sad because they had to suffer through all that stuff, but we didn't have to. So I decided, well, on my Christmas list, I wanted to help them. And so my mom had a great idea of doing a can drive.
My job to help Delaney with her project for Hurricane Sandy was to, first of all, come up with the idea that she needed, and then second of all, we gave her the list of people to call, and then I let her run with it because this was her idea.
3, 4, 5. I didn't really set a goal money-wise. I just wanted to raise money so I could at least help them in some way. 9,450 cans, $378. Wow, that's a lot of money.
To help get the word out, Delaney typed up a message on my Facebook page, and it said, like, "This is Delaney Capriva," and explained what she was doing. And we also made a list of names and people that we knew.
Raising money just really makes me feel happy. I mean, I'm proud of myself, but it makes me feel happy because just knowing that they'll be able to buy something for them. They'll be able to buy blankets, socks, clothes, just so they actually have something in life.
I am so proud of her to think that she took the initiative to think of others and to come up with this idea.
If you'd like to help Delaney and the victims of Hurricane Sandy, you can donate cans by bringing them to 805 Fairmeadow Drive and leaving them by the garage. She will be collecting cans until December 15th. I'm Seth Crouthamel, reporting for WCTV.
Remember, if you want to help Delaney by donating pop cans, leave them at 805 Fairmeadow Drive.
Webster City High School boys and girls basketball teams will travel to Clarion tonight to face the Cowboys and Cowgirls.
Tip-off is at 6:15. Try to get there and root the Lynx on to their first conference victory.
Northeast Hamilton will travel to Tripola tonight to play the Panthers. Wish them luck.
The wrestlers will be hosting the Dick Kennedy Memorial Meet tomorrow at the new high school gymnasium starting at 10 a.m.
There's a winter holiday concert next Monday starting at 7:15 p.m. Go see all the music students perform your favorite Christmas songs.
Get out and support the area teams this next week.
Have a great weekend and join us next week on WCTV.